From Tamil Nadu, she stood before the king and the queen. She asked one question. On the southern coast of India, in the ancient port city of Pattinam, there lived a young merchant named Kovalan and his wife Kannagi. They were beautiful. They were wealthy. Their marriage was arranged by their families, and at first, they were happy. But the city was full of temptations, and the heart of one man would soon undo everything they had built. At a festival, Kovalan saw the famous court dancer Madhavi perform, and he fell in love with her on the spot. He moved into her house. He neglected his trade. He spent every coin of his fortune on her. Years passed. Kannagi waited in their empty home, alone, with only one possession left, a pair of golden anklets filled with rubies that her mother had given her on her wedding day. When at last Kovalan returned to her, ashamed, ruined, with nothing left in the world, Kannagi did not reproach him. She only said, "We still have my anklets. Let us go to Madurai, the great city, and begin again." Kovalan and Kannagi made the long walk to Madurai. They had no kin there, no name, no money. To buy food and shelter, Kovalan took one of Kannagi's golden anklets to a goldsmith in the bazaar, asking him to sell it at a fair price. The goldsmith looked at the anklet, and his eyes grew strange. For only a few days earlier, the Queen of Madurai had lost an anklet of her own, golden, jeweled, almost identical. The goldsmith ran to the king. He told the king he had caught the thief. The king, eager to please his queen, gave the order without asking a single question. Without trial. Without hearing the stranger speak. His soldiers found Kovalan, and they killed him in the street. When Kannagi heard, she did not weep at first. She walked to the palace, the surviving anklet in her hand, the wife of a dead man, blazing like a fire that had not yet caught. She stood before the king and the queen. She asked one question. What was inside the queen's missing anklet? The queen said, "Pearls." Then Kannagi raised her surviving anklet, and she broke it open on the marble floor of the throne room. Out poured not pearls, but rubies. Red as blood. Bright as sun. The whole court saw. The king saw. He understood, in one terrible instant, that he had murdered an innocent man. He fell from his throne, struck dead by the weight of his own injustice. The queen died of grief beside him. But Kannagi was not finished. The grief in her was vast. She walked through the streets of Madurai, and she tore off her left breast, and she flung it upon the city. Where it fell, fire rose. The bazaars burned. The temples burned. The palaces burned. The god of fire himself appeared to her and asked, "Which of your people should I spare?" "Spare the women," she said. "Spare the children. Spare the old. Spare the truthful. Only those who knew of the injustice, let them burn." And so the city burned. Then Kannagi walked out of the burning city, and into the forests, and into legend. Some say the god Indra came down in a chariot and carried her to heaven. Some say she met Kovalan again in the next world. In the centuries that followed, across Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and Sri Lanka, temples rose in her name. She is worshipped today as the goddess Pattini, the goddess of faithful wives, of justice owed, of the truth that cannot be silenced even when it costs a city. Tomorrow's story comes from another corner of India. Subscribe to walk with us through the folklore of every region, in your language.